everyone. So this is a very famous royal castle in Gödöllő, and you can check it out in this video. So have fun. Nestled just outside of Budapest, Gödöllő Palace had witnessed the ebb and flow of Hungary's history. But what really makes this place stand out? It's not just the grandeur, it's the legacy of its most famous resident, Empress Elisabeth of Austria, better known as Sisi. The palace was built between 1740 and 1748 by Count Antal Grassalkovich I, one of the most prominent noblemen in Hungary at the time. He was a trusted confidant of Maria Theresa, the Empress of Austria, and his wealth allowed him to create one of the most magnificent Baroque palaces in the region. For decades, the Grassalkovich family used the palace as their primary residence, and it became a hub of social and political life in the 18th century. After the Grassalkovich line died out in the early 19th century, the palace changed hands several times, eventually falling into decline until it was gifted to Emperor Franz Joseph I and Empress Elisabeth in 1867. This was the year of the Austro-Hungarian Compromise, which created the dual monarchy and solidified the palace's role in Hungarian royal life. For Sisi, Gödöllő became her cherished escape. Known for her beauty and free spirit, she developed a deep connection with Hungary, learning the language and embracing the culture. To the Hungarian people, Sisi symbolized hope and freedom during a time when their nation sought greater autonomy within the Habsburg Empire. Also, as a side note, she was famously in love with a Hungarian count. The palace's beautiful countryside surroundings provided Sisi with an escape from the rigid formality of the Viennese court. She often spent long periods here, riding horses through the estate's expansive grounds or wandering the palace gardens in search of tranquility. After the end of the Habsburg rule following World War I, Gödöllő Palace fell into neglect. By the time Soviet troops took it over during World War II, its former grandeur had been all but lost. The palace was used for various purposes over the decades, from a Soviet barracks to a nursing home, further damaging its structure. However, in 1985, a comprehensive restoration project began, and after years of careful reconstruction, the place was finally restored to its 18th century Baroque glory in the 1990s. By 1996, the main wing of the palace was open to the public, showcasing the restored interiors, including the royal apartments and ceremonial halls. Today, Gödöllő Palace is a vibrant cultural site hosting concerts, exhibitions, and tours that give visitors a window into Hungary's royal past. While exploring the palace, one thing to note, you can only take photos, no video allowed inside. And speaking of cameras, there's this little pictogram of an old-fashioned camera that made me think maybe they just didn't want us using the big, bulky cameras from the old days. Alas, even your smartphone is out of the question for video. The photos are totally fine. Gödöllő Palace is not just a monument of imperial splendor, it's a place where the story of Sisi and her special connection to Hungary lives on, offering visitors a glimpse into both the grandeur and the quieter, more intimate moments of Hungarian history. Palace of Gödöllő, and they didn't let me film inside. But I did take a lot of pictures, and I have AI video which can put together pictures. Fun. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm on all the socials.
Always alone.